Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today on General Hospital, Drew and Willow are in a precarious situation. Nina offers Drew her assistance, Kevin gives Alexis advice, and Laura has reservations. Michael takes Nina out for a working lunch at Metro Court. She thanks him for agreeing to her crimson demands, but says she didn't expect him to grant them so readily. He informs her that she knows more about crimson than anyone else, and he wants her to succeed. He also wants to express gratitude for what Mom has done for Willow. He knows her teaching has been extremely beneficial to Willow's PSAs. Nina claims Willow does not require her assistance because she is self-sufficient and exemplifies why donations are so important. Michael expresses gratitude to Drew for providing her with this chance. Nina believes Drew should focus more on his campaign and less on Willow and the Institute. She points out that if elected, he will be based in Washington, D.C. Michael understands and feels Willow will miss him. Drew enters the elevator and sees Willow already aboard. "Room for one more?" he inquires. She seems uneasy. He asks if she is here to visit Michael. She isn't, she's only picking up some costumes from Crimson for her forthcoming PSAs. Drew claims he heard from the Institute and has good news for her. Suddenly, the elevator jars, and Drew observes that it does not sound good. Drew phones Olivia and discovers that the elevator company is on its way, and they just need to wait. Drew inquires as to whether she is claustrophobic, to which Willow responds that she is not. He isn't either, yet the elevator feels warm. He removes his jacket, loosened his tie, and rolled up his sleeves. Willow is visibly embarrassed and directs his attention back to the positive news. Drew says the Institute has so far embraced her and her work, and the director wants to fly them to Los Angeles for a major fundraising. He tells her everything, including how they rented out this lovely villa. Willow exclaims, "I can't." Willow tells that Wiley is set to start a new school, and they have a family trip planned before that. She says that if numerous visits are to be expected of her, she may not be the right person for the job. Drew says it's no problem, and the Institute is aware she has 2 children. Drew wonders if he is the reason she doesn't want to go, and if they should discuss it. Michael and Nina are waiting for the elevator at Metro Court, and Nina asks why it is taking so long. Willow informs Drew in the elevator that they promised to put the 4th behind, so there is no need to address it. They both express their appreciation for one another. Meanwhile, Michael decides to climb the stairs since he wants to meet Kristina before returning to work. The elevator starts moving again. Drew tells Willow to go to the benefit, and he will stay home. She does not want him to miss out. He claims she is one of his favorite people and all he wants is for her to be happy. Suddenly, the doors open, and Nina stands there. They step outside, and Willow wonders how Nina knew they were stuck. Nina didn't, she assumed the elevator was just slow. Nina claims she was having lunch with Michael. Willow finds he has left for the hospital, so she makes excuses and runs away. Nina inquires about Drew's current activities. She says Willow couldn't run away fast enough, and whatever is going on with him, he has to get over it. She claims Willow adores Michael and wishes to be with him. Drew claims it was only one kiss, and they are letting it go. Suddenly, Drew receives a call from the congressman, who believes Drew is not making enough headway with the school board to gain their support. Nina believes she might be able to help him. She invites him to her home tonight, where they will order supper and discuss the situation. Meanwhile, Willow receives a call from Michael and learns that she has just missed him. Liz tells Heather at General Hospital that she is doing well and that her tests will most likely show positive results. Liz says she won't be here much longer. She asks if she can get Heather anything else, such as additional lunch. Heather compares the hospital meals to 5-star dining in prison and requests that she scare up some more vanilla pudding. Liz says she will see what she can do. Liz walks out and orders a lunch tray. Laura arrives to see Kevin, but he is with a patient. She learns from Liz that Heather is here and decides to pay her a visit. Liz proposes that she visit on another day. Laura inquires what is going on. Liz tells that Heather is here for follow-up testing. Liz claims to be healthy physically, but she appears to be suffering from depression. Laura thinks she can cheer her up. Laura meets with Heather and shows her the most recent images of Ace. Heather wonders where he got his good looks. Laura says Nicholas and Esme were attractive people. Heather thanks her for mentioning Esme in her statement. Heather claims Esme liked that boy, and Laura is aware. Laura inquires about Heather's well-being. Heather claims she received a visit from Trina yesterday. She tells that Trina listened to her apologies but couldn't forgive her, which she can understand. However, unlike her mother, she listened. Laura believes her willingness to accept responsibility and make amends is admirable. Heather says she still doesn't know if she's coming or departing, and being at General Hospital makes her nervous. Heather acknowledges she has been thinking about her future. Laura informs her that she heard her when she requested her to stop pursuing her case, and that she has abandoned it and would never bring it up again. Heather asks what she is saying. Is she going to stop visiting her and bringing her photos of Ace? Laura answers, of course not. She and Ace are not going anywhere. Laura says she'll print Ace's images and drop them over during her next visit. Laura exits and runs into Portia in the hallway. Portia thanks her for withdrawing Heather's case. Laura tells her that Heather requested her to withdraw her case, so she did. Portia hopes Laura realizes she was simply concerned for her daughter. Laura describes Trina as a remarkable young woman who had a significant effect on Spencer. Portia knows Trina adored Spencer, and she admires Laura. Laura wishes to put this behind them, and Portia looks forward to it. Liz brings Heather her lunch tray. Heather expresses gratitude and wonders why people want her to be well when she will spend the rest of her life in prison. She realizes she did wrong, but is it entirely her fault? Is justice served if she is the only one to pay? Heather rants that one of the executives from the hip replacement company should be in the cell with her. She also claims she has not received compensation for what happened to her, and she is not asking for much, perhaps a little house with a room for Ace. Heather asks Liz whether she has seen Scott about. Liz hasn't seen him, so Heather begs Liz to phone Scott for her. She instructs Liz to inform him that Heather's in. In the hallway, Alexis phones Sam to give her an update on Kristina. She advises she attends Scout's game today. While looking for Kristina, Kevin comes across Alexis. He assumes she has stayed by her daughter's side 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and has kept everyone up to date on Kristina's condition. Alexis acknowledges she has been holding down the fort, and she has recently experienced wrath. Kevin says that must be realized, and she cannot accomplish everything alone. She must seek comfort whenever possible and rely on her family. Kristina claims Sonny is with her now. Kevin is relieved she has a respite and insists his door is always open. Sonny assures Kristina that he has Ava under control and that she should rest. Kristina needs him to assure her that he would not let Ava take another life as she did her daughters. Kristina lists all of Ava's sins, from Morgan's death to Connie's, and begs her father not to allow Ava to harm another member of their family the way she harmed her daughter. Sonny tells her she's emotional right now, and payback is never an option. He reminds out that it did not benefit him or Morgan. Kristina said all she can do is seek justice for her child. Sonny tells Kristina that this will only cause her misery, and he isn't sure how, but in the end, Ava will pay. Kristina complains that she hasn't been paid for anything she has done thus far. Sonny informs her that he has proof that Ava touched her, in the form of photographs taken by Brick's person during the fight. Kristina demands to see the photographs, so Sonny shows them to her. Kristina scrolls through the photographs on his phone. Sonny reveals that the PCPD has these images, and Ava is in custody. Sonny promises his daughter that Ava will not walk away from this one. She claims that even though Ava is serving a life sentence in jail, her baby has died. Sonny assures her that she will be okay. Kristina will not till she is certain Ava is no longer breathing. Sonny pledges that he will take care of Ava. Alexis steps in and says, "How do you take care of Ava?" Alexis pulls Sonny out, hoping Kristina did not ask him what she believes she did. Sonny proposes they discuss this elsewhere. Sonny takes Alexis to the chapel, and she remarks that it is an excellent place to discuss murder. Alexis asks if he will comply with Kristina's request. Alexis claims Kristina is traumatized and frail, and she is being closely monitored to avoid a hysterectomy. Alexis orders him not to do what Kristina asks because if Ava dies, it will leave a mark on Kristina's spirit. She claims Kristina will eventually feel responsible and will be unable to live by herself. Sonny claims to be aware of everything and is determined to protect Kristina. He refers to Ava as his problem. Michael arrives to visit his sister. He apologizes to her and expresses his desire to take away her pain. She tells him that he had a good ending and Wiley is still alive. Kristina informs Michael that she saw images of her and Ava's fight. Kristina asks Michael to send her copies since she needs them. Michael sends her the photographs, and she recalls the last time her kid was with her. She wonders why she went there. She wishes she could travel back in time and walk out that door. She sobs that her kid will still be with her. Willow later enters and embraces Michael in the hall. Michael informs her that Kristina is hurting and in a terrible place. Willow claims they both comprehend that place. Michael asks if she can speak with Kristina about her loss of Jonah. He understands it's a hefty ask. Kristina returns to her room and looks at photographs of herself while pregnant. She claims her kid altered her life and taught her the power of a mother's love, which Ava cannot take away from her, unlike everything else Ava has taken away. Laura finally meets Kevin at his office. She claims to have recently visited Heather to cheer her up. Laura relays Heather's anxiety that she will desert her and cease visiting her. Kevin claims that reality is setting in and her emotions are all over the place. Laura attempted to soothe her, but she fears the realities of Pentonville are weighing on her. Kevin explains that visits to the hospital give her glimpses of what she has lost. Laura knew Heather before and after the metallosis, but the horror show she became was quite different. She has conflicting thoughts about dismissing Heather's lawsuit, even though Portia commended her for doing so. Kevin is relieved to learn that her and Portia have made amends. Laura says she has always liked Portia and Trina, but she gets where Portia is coming from. She was looking out for her daughter, which Heather was also doing. Heather does not regret asking the questions she did, but in the end, she should remain in prison. Next on General Hospital, TJ yells at Molly, "You don't want to be a part of this?" Molly informs Nina that this is an unexpected change of events. Willow chats with Liz and believes she can help. Anna says to someone, "Ruining your evening is the only thing I'm happy about." Brennan pays Carly a visit and tells her that an experience like this shouldn't be rushed. Brooklyn urges Blaze, "This is your chance, grab it." Natalia pays Kristina a visit and says, "Please, let my daughter go." According to General Hospital spoilers, certain changes are taking place behind the scenes, which is causing adjustments on screen. More changes are on the way, including the possible departure of a prominent figure. Earlier this year, there were several red flags concerning two actors quitting the show. Michael Easton and Adam J. Harrington both took part in a photoshoot in May, however they were not included in GH's key art as a result. In other words, Harrington and Easton were not used to promote the program in a key image among the other contract actors, so fans assumed they were both out. Now that Easton has vacated the character of Finn, what about Harrington? Is John also hitting the exit door? It certainly appears to be the case after ABC.com updated their cast bio page, which now includes contract players. Adam J. Harrington is not on the list, thus he appears to be on his way out, just like Easton was. Of course, the writing itself hints in that way, given John's recent character development. Agent Cates is growing increasingly concerned with bringing down Sonny Corinthos. That does not speak well for John's future, as Sonny's opponents are always defeated sooner or later. Sonny is an immensely popular persona and a big deal in Port Charles, thus anyone who attempts to challenge him will fail. The only question now is whether John will survive the show or meet a tragic end. It is probable that John will quit town in humiliation or end himself in prison, especially if Ava Jerome uses him as her fall man, as planned. That said, we can't rule out the possibility that John will leave in a corpse bag. Agent Cates is breaking limits he would not ordinarily cross and getting obsessed with payback, but he may end up paying the price. Whatever the case, there are excellent grounds to assume Adam J. Harrington will leave the ABC serial, so stay tuned for further departure predictions and other cast news. According to General Hospital spoilers, John's time in Port Charles will be coming to an end shortly, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.